Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Got to change the notes. It's not the Nebraska volleyball post-game show anymore, but it is Raff's Good Take on sports. He's back. Nice enough to go ahead and join me late tonight. Chris Raff, how's it going?
Going pretty good. What does it feel like to sit with Nebraska volleyball royalty?
It feels pretty cool. It's nice to be around some winning, some consistent winning. You know, because even back then, I think like maybe the worst she did was like 6 losses in a year. I want to say even like when she was playing, her last season was 99. That was the year I was born. But even then, I mean,
well, don't say that.
Sorry, Raff.
She's gonna come back in here. Hey, what'd you say? No.
Well, if she did hear that, we do want to record a promo with her own voice. So we can use the anger for some good.
Yeah,
get that promo taken care of. But no, she's phenomenal. It's always nice to just shut up and listen to people that know more. Because volleyball is always one of those things that, especially here in Lincoln, if you're going to be a sports guy in Lincoln, volleyball is one where you got to really take in the knowledge where it sits, because it is a big deal around here.
Yeah, there's been so many greats. Like we talk about football all the time. You have the Tommy Frazier's, the Dave Remingtons. They go on and on. The Jay Foremans, the people we're around, and then you just look at the list of volleyball players that came out, over the past, since it's pretty much began, since Terry Pettit. I mean, he was the second coach of Nebraska volleyball, but
you just have to pour just an insane amount of bronze all over Bob Devaney. Just immortalize the entire thing.
More statues,
like way more.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, like Mandy, great player. And just
even Lexi Rodriguez not too long ago.
And around Lincoln, you have Nancy. It was Nancy Mindering Metcalf. You have her that's around town. You have Lisa Reitzma Rottenberg. Her daughter's a stud volleyball player out Pleasantdale. I think they're around Pleasantdale or whatever. But all these Nebraska greats now.
It makes sense that there's so many great Nebraska players around, or volleyball players around Nebraska, because like a lot of them probably stick around. Like Nebraska is a great place to have a family. I'm sure a lot of these great volleyball players, they come here and then I wonder what those trees look like, of how many former Nebraska volleyball players that like end up just living in Nebraska or somewhere near, and now like their kids are just killing it somewhere.
Because I know like Lisa Rottenberg's daughter. I know she was playing for like the USA, like the junior team or whatever it was this summer. I know they had a big parade when she got back, but it's just like seeing these former players and what the kids that are coming through. A lot of them are great volleyball players, but then also that have taken on other sports, like softball. I mean, like Amy Williams' daughter, for instance, basketball player, softball player. So it's cool. It is very cool to see that and just to be around. I mean, that's another great thing about this station being where it's at now. Like you're meeting people, you're meeting the legends of Nebraska. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of trepidation and like a little bit of honor. It's like, volleyball show. And I, it's not like I was sweating in here, but anytime you have to do something new for the first time, and if that thing is not your absolute bread and butter, you're going to have a little bit. And I was like, well, we'll see how it goes.
As long as you know what the donut is, you're good to go.
There you go.
When I found out what the donut was, I was like, man, I'm a volleyball connoisseur.
I think I was kind of pretty much my awakening. That must be the awakening call.
Yeah.
When you figure out what the donut is.
When you know what the donut is, then
you're a volleyball fan.
You know volleyball. That's Nebraska volleyball right there. That's the trivia question that is asked when you get your volleyball fan card is, what is the donut?
I mean, even just like, listen to her break down the history of it. And that's the other part is like, if you want to learn the X's and O's, great, but understanding the history of it as well. And then, she used to play it. Yep. So same thing. I look for when I listen to like Jay Foreman or just people who have been close enough around to it. Their perspective is just going to be different. And you're kind of a fool if you don't want to take that in, because guess what? I'm never going to have the opportunity to go play volleyball at Nebraska. So I'll never get that experience to tell people what it's like. So I can just shut up and listen when I got like someone like that in the studio who's obviously just talking to the entire Lincoln community. And that's why it's awesome that we had more people chime in.
Well, I mean,
overdue.
I'm going out on a limb. I'm saying this is probably the first Nebraska volleyball post-game show in the history of Nebraska volleyball. I mean, I know that they might have afterwards with John Baylor doing, maybe an interview with the coach or whatever.
Yeah, but it's like kind of just side interviews at the end.
Going for an hour, that's probably a first I would think in Nebraska volleyball history. So
it's cool. I mean, it's needed to be done. I mean, it's insane that we haven't had one. And it's not that the old owners before Derek Pearson or Rebecca or all these other radio stations aren't worth their salt. But, that's where you kind of credit DP. And putting this stuff together is hard. Everyone says they want to do it.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, oh, I got to be the host for something that's going to have a lot of faces and a lot of eyes on it weekly. And what if we start losing games? Am I going to criticize the coach? Am I going to criticize
the call-ins?
Yeah. Like I've been there, luckily not hosting it, but I've been there through some nights with men's basketball.
Oh yeah.
Not always fun.
Oh, yeah.
Not always fun when you want to like open and talk about it, but you want to do it respectfully, but you kind of hear the anger from the fan base. And so, yeah, it's always sounds fun. But again, shout out,
Is it crazy that basketball's already practices have started?
Yeah. Looking at Rink Masters is kind of weird. He's lost some weight, but just seeing him healthy again, no calf sleeve either.
Yeah. No knee pads, no anything is what I've been hearing.
My hope is that we're just a lot more effective on offensively, that we don't have to play such a, I'm not going to call it ugly, but really tough brand to watch at times, where we just couldn't hit the left side of a barn. So we just really dug in on our heels on defense, which was impressive. Sometimes they could do it. And that's, it's more frustrating for the team that was shooting well and then loses purely because of defense than it is for the team who's bad at shooting and squeaked out a 2-point win.
No, it should be interesting, but it's just crazy when they're like basketball practices started. I'm just like,
there's no snow yet.
I was like, this year is flying by. I mean, it is flying by. Like we're in September of all places. I mean,
it's going to be October, Raff. It's the 24th.
It's wild.
Next week.
Is it bad on the way down here tonight? I was thinking to myself, so if the college football season ended today, what would the playoff be?
That just means you're a healthy man.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
You're already starting to think about that. You're like, what would the playoff look like? How would those scenarios shape up? I mean, and you got some games this weekend that, holy cow.
Bama, Georgia. Oregon. And,
why am I forgetting this?
Ohio State, Washington, Oregon, and
a
good one.
I see it.
LSU, Ole Miss.
Oh, Oregon, Penn State.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was getting every other big game but that one.
I mean, that game's going to be crazy.
It's in Happy Valley too.
Yeah.
So we'll hear all the Ducks fan. Oh, Autzen Stadium. We love Autzen. It's so loud in there. All right, we'll do a comparison.
And then you got to, with Oklahoma, you have the quarterback out. I mean, you've got.
Yeah, Mateer going out. What happened there? I just saw he broke his hand. He elected to go through surgery, is my understanding.
What I'm looking at it is for his career, I'm guessing. And then, how he was able to perform with it. I'm sure he tried to play.
Right.
But they probably just got to the point to where, hey, you're not going to be effective with that hand. So we're going to, have surgery. I saw that he was going to Los Angeles to have surgery with a doctor. I think it's Steven Shin.
You always get the doctor's names.
Yeah, he did Steph Curry's surgery.
Okay, is that why you're always going after the names? Because you can kind of trace back all the athletes they worked on?
Well, I like seeing, what kind of doctor they're going to, if they've got that name.
I've just noticed you're the guy that points that out every time.
Yep. No, so he's going there to have that surgery. Yeah, they're thinking probably a month. So that, puts him out of the Red River rivalry. So
a month isn't that bad though. I thought it'd be much worse.
Yes and no. I mean, there's a chance Oklahoma could, play itself out of hopefully, Charles Hawkins can come in and be a good backup quarterback and keep them in contention to when he comes back. They're still in the thick of things. I think they will be, but then also you look at they're in the Big 12 also. So
what's the alternative? Mateer playing 70% by the end of the regular season. And if you make it to postseason, he's at 65 at best. I think it might not work out in your favor, but I'm more confident it wouldn't work out if you kept Mateer in.
Yeah. No, so it'll be interesting to see how that play out. I would have loved to see Mateer versus Arch Manning at the Red River rivalry. Man, I feel like rabbits like carrots.
Red River shootout was easier to say.
Oh, Red River shootout. Yeah.
We can just say it. We're also Royals on the brick and mortar, so FCC, even if you don't like the word shootout, we can say it. It's fine.
Nice.
It is kind of nice when you get on the stream, and then sometimes
we're free.
Some people will be like, "Oh, I'm free from the FCC, F-bomb, S-word." It's like, well, YouTube still monetizes. It doesn't mean that.
Still, yeah, exactly.
Those kind of cracks me up. The YouTube, funny enough, works pretty similar to how YouTube likes to operate, and at least in terms of what they. I don't know why I'm telling this. The FCC rules, it. But we didn't. Also, you did come in late. To be fair, so if I am a little bit rambly.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Raff?
We're
just shooting the breeze for an hour.
This is Wednesday. So first thing, we talked our football, talked some volleyball. Georgia, Alabama. I think it's a huge game for Alabama. I really think that Alabama has a really good shot at winning this game. I know it's
at Georgia.
It's in Athens. Yep, between the hedges. But I really think Alabama is going to surprise some people. Still, I really do. I think they struggle against Florida State. I will say that. But they have, if you have Ryan Williams playing at full throttle, and then you have Jeremy Bernard, and then Jam Miller's supposed to be back this week. I think Alabama has a great chance of beating Georgia between the hedges. I could be wrong, and usually I am, but
I'm gonna start doing like Thursday picks.
I'm just having a hunch that watch out for Alabama.
Supposed to only beat Austin Peay 28-6.
Watch out for Alabama, and I'm not being partial because I live there. I'm just saying.
You do kind of forget last year they lost to Notre Dame. And I know Notre Dame was a bunch better than what they maybe are this year, but Georgia at the end of last year was, you scraped by Georgia Tech 44-42. You scraped by Texas, which was impressive. But then you lose to Notre Dame. I don't know. 23-10. I'm still going to go Georgia. I mean, they didn't lose to Florida State.
Beware the Tide.
The Tide simmered down quite a bit since DeBoer became the face of the Tide.
I know, but I'm telling you what, I saw some things with their offense that I was just like, I was harsh with them after Florida State game. But then I started, the weather wasn't the kindest. Like we said last night, that the weather, it's for both teams. I get that. But seeing Alabama, on a good dry track with the weapons that they have, they still can play. So
But that whole problem, and I get it's for both sides, but like that is the ultimate Castellanos killer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's the guy that killed you in that game.
It will not surprise me if Alabama wins. It will not surprise me.
Who's more likely to turn it around, Dabo Sweeney or DeBoer?
DeBoer.
Okay. Luke Fickell or Sweeney? That's a tough one.
Man,
it's pretty misery for both those crews right now.
Man, I'm gonna go Dabo.
I'm gonna go just because if Clemson had its schedule similar as
I just feel like Wisconsin just took the Nebraska blueprint. They just took it too far. Like they always talked about Barry Alvarez patterning Wisconsin football after Nebraska, and unfortunately, they patterned it so much that they're almost following the blueprint of Steve Peterson and Bill Callahan several years back.
Yeah, we told them to rip out the last two chapters. That's where it goes.
You come in and you change your offense. I mean, you're one of the best power running teams with the players in the state that, to get the big offensive linemen, and then you decide that you're going to come in and change your offense up, and you lose your identity. And I'm sitting there going, man, I feel like I'm back in 2003, 2004 again. It's like right there. So now you're sitting here going, now what's Wisconsin going to do? Are they going to stick it out with Luke Fickell? Hopefully he can make transition. Or if they get rid of him, then where are you going? Are you going to make a run and try to go back to, a power football team? Like some people say, you can never go home again. So yeah, I feel like they took that Nebraska blueprint maybe just a little too far.
Which just always surprises me that they did. I mean, they nailed it, like taking what we lost, and they're like, yeah, I don't know. I'll never understand why Wisconsin did it, but I do feel for Luke Fickell, because I think you could put realistically any coach in there. Year two, any coach, you give them that schedule, they're probably not going to go bowling, and at best they do go bowling, and that is the absolute ceiling.
Then it's interesting, say if they let Fickell go, like where does he end up? He was pretty much when he was at Cincinnati, he was one of the hottest names in coaching. Is he one that
fit UCLA a lot better?
Goes back to being a coordinator, or is it
I bet you, I can see him like someone taking him on as a coordinator down there at UCLA.
Yeah, coaching is weird. It's crazy to watch coaching and how the ebbs and flows of it, like how that popular coach is popular one year, and then 2 years later, well, maybe he'll be a coordinator. Maybe he'll be, a defensive backs coach. Maybe it's interesting always just to watch the ups and downs of coaching. It's
Nick Sirianni in the Eagles game.
Yeah.
They were booing him.
Yeah.
In the Eagles or the Rams
People thought he was done.
Yeah. Because they were losing to the Rams. Then here come the Eagles.
Yeah.
And they won the game.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, yeah.
Well, think of Nick
He's
Sirianni.
great. And he also
Nick
just won us the
Sirianni,
Super Bowl.
Was it, 2 years ago?
Yes, they wanted to fire him.
Oh,
Tom Osborne.
the Heat.
They wanted to fire him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Fans are fickle. That's the lesson.
Well, okay, Clemson.
No, I'm holding on, staying true to Dabo, but you are seeing the conversation.
But if you listen to what you hear, they're like, maybe Dabo's done. But I'm like, after all he's done for your program,
they made the playoffs last year, right?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Because
this year they were picked to be in it again. They had Cade Klubnik coming back. They had a bunch of talent coming back. Things haven't went their way this year, but it's like, so you're going to run him out of town. That's like, because Dabo's going to end up on his feet. Like, I don't know if Clemson says, hey, we're finished, we're moving on. Dabo ends up somewhere. And if I'm like, it's crazy. We were talking about stuff before it ever happens, but Wisconsin, say Wisconsin Fickle Leaves. Hello, Dabo.
this conference would be brutal if we throwing Dabo in here.
There's this crazy stuff like that that could take place. But if I'm Clemson, I'm keeping him. I don't even see how it would even be even questioned. But we talk about it. Fans are crazy, and we're in this age of you've got to win. If you don't win, if you don't produce, fans and now I think it's even more. It's more aggressive now than what it's ever been. I mean, I look back in
well, now there's money. That's the problem. Yeah. And now people know how much these players are making. That's why Nico Amalev is having a really bad time at UCLA right now.
But I look back, you look back like 80, let's see, 85, 86, 87, 88, 90. Yeah, till about 90. Nebraska getting over the hump. They would beat Oklahoma, but then they go down and get smoked by Miami. And yeah, there was people were upset, but it wasn't to the point to like, well, we're not going to do this. We need to get rid of Coach Osborne. By that time he was pretty solidified. Yeah, I know back in the 78 before he beat Oklahoma, there was talk about that. But even then, you had wiser minds, the Bob Devaney's of the world, because no matter what the boosters were saying back in the 70s, Bob Devaney was the one that was making the final call at the end of the day.
So what changed? Because I think you're right.
Money.
It's just money.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booster comes in.
Booster money.
Oh, yeah.
That booster money, somewhere along the line, it overshadowed, what was the most important thing was. Like Coach Devaney always had, Coach Osborne's back. No matter whatever was happening, it was still, he had Coach Osborne. That was his pick. I mean, even when he stepped down as Nebraska's head coach, there were coaches on staff that were upset because you remember Coach Osborne was the 35-year-old upstart young head coach. He had coaches on his staff, the Warren Powerses of the world that went on and coached at Missouri. You had, I forgot the running backs coaches, Joe Corrigan. He'd had coaches that had been on his staff, for years before that he'd worked with at Wyoming before he came to Nebraska. And he had older coaches that had been, to more stops and had more college coaching, because you look at Coach Osborne, he came in 62 with Devaney. He was a GA, I think, GA position. Then he took over offense coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, a lot of people were stunned, surprised when he named Coach Osborne the head coach. But that was before, where the big money came in, because I think today, I don't know if, Coach Devaney can wield that type of power to be like, I'm naming,
it's a good point. No, I never even thought about it like that.
But even think of Alabama. I mean, Coach Saban, I think, had a say in Kalen DeBoer, but I don't think Coach Saban had that all-wielding power to be like, I'm naming this as
the capital now
as my successor, because it had to be, the boosters have to approve of it. I mean, they can say, oh no, it's the athletic director and us, but at the end of the day, if you don't have your support of your boosters, you're in deep trouble, especially in today's world.
That hit me harder than I anticipated.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much money. And I think you're right. Like now I think that is where coaches just no longer have the leash. That's why Kirk Ferentz is going to get that record. And it's going to be a long time before we see anybody even sniff it. I'll be dead, most likely, like being all serious, because nobody's that patient anymore.
Yeah.
One booster says, sorry, but unless you want to draft 40 dudes from the JUCO that are 2-star at best or 3-star at best, no, fire the coach. Otherwise, you're not getting my money. And
I mean, you kind of
have to cater too.
You've got to go to where the money's at.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have, look at Texas Tech right now. I mean, they've turned things around just because you've had the boosters coming in saying, okay, well, we're going to buy the best possible team out there. Hopefully it gels and they play well together. I mean, I've seen it the other way too, where you've tried to buy the best team, Texas A&M, and it's been a total flop. But
you just dig up more
oil. At the end
oil.
of the day, you've got to take those chances. You've got to go for it.
Yeah. We'll see how this continues to shake out.
College sports.
I'll ask you this, then we'll go to break. Is college football at its best place it's ever been, or worse off than it's ever been? Because it's kind of a
yes and no.
Yeah.
I think they're at the worst place it's ever been. However, it's the best place because they should have had a playoff years ago.
It's quite the enigma. I kind of want to break that down on the other side.
But it really is.
It's in a weird spot.
It is. There's good stuff. Like the college football playoff. People have been screaming for that for 20, 30 years. I still remember listening to the Pittsburgh State Gorillas back in like 1992 or 94 and playing in the playoffs and the excitement that brewed that they played, I would say Portland State. And then they played down in Pittsburgh. And it was like, oh my gosh, college playoff football. Is there anything better than that? And then you're like, well, you look back on the years, like Nebraska, we talk all the time about, like Coach Solich, like the 2001 team playing against Miami. But what everybody forgets about was this best team he had was the 99 year. I mean, they went where they got beat by Texas in the regular season. Then they went back and just absolutely rolled them. Then went to played Tennessee in the Fiesta Bowl. That team would have took Florida State. It was Florida State, Virginia Tech in the national championship game that year.
Oh, you're kidding me? Nebraska
would have took both those teams to task.
I think I told you about the championship coins that my brothers got.
I
got 3 older brothers, my mom and my dad, very loving parents. Every time Nebraska football won a championship, you get the memorable coins. The real nice, worth a few bucks. I don't know. More of a memento. 99, I was born. So that really hurts me even more that we would have had a better system. We could have done it.
Oh, if there's a playoff system that year, Nebraska wins going away. I mean, Nebraska at the end of the year, they were playing the best football in the nation. They would have Chris Winkie and Peter Warwick, they would have stood no chance against Nebraska because that right there, you talk about best defenses in Nebraska history. I'd put that 99 defense up against any of the defenses that Nebraska's had.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How much better than where does the Sioux defense where they played Texas in the where does that one rank? Because that to me was that defense alone could have beat anybody in college football.
I'd say that defense is top 3 or 4.
Is that 08?
08, 09, 9, 10, right in there.
Ingram on the Heisman, so yeah.
But then you also you can look at like that the 97 defense was really good. 95 defense was good.
What about the Rich Clever defense?
Yeah, that 71.
Is that 71?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, the 95 defense is kind of skewed a little bit because they were up by so much. I mean, most of the time, the Terrell Farleys of the world, the Grant Wistroms.
Farley would have a lot of records if he wasn't out in the second half.
He was having hot dogs, in the second half,
But, of course he was.
So you always see sometimes, like Coach Rule talks about when we put in the second string, he wants that same mentality going, but it drops off a little bit. And I think if you look back at that 95 year, some of their scores and stuff like that got a little bit closer in the second half just because Nebraska was already playing their third, fourth, it was third, fourth string pretty much every single game.
Incredible. We're way over the clock. Again, as always. I typically do this. When you're streaming only, though, you get a little bit of freedom. All right. We'll throw it to break. Don't go anywhere. This is Raff's Good Take on Sports. Talked a lot of football. Got to run around college football a little bit there in the first segment, but we still got 2 more. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk to you guys in about 5 minutes.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden Bay crust, cooked to perfection every time. savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Load it with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day, Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloffs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Segment number 2. You might just skip over the break again because it is
what we do.
38 minutes in. So we're not going to have a 5-minute segment. Probably just have followed up by another 5-minute segment. But Chris Raff, I'll ask you, do you want to talk college football, NFL, or Husker football? Or we could talk about volleyball. I mean, those guys are dominant.
Do we want to talk about? Should ask the text line. Text line, what do you guys want to talk about?
We still got the
text line just start blowing up.
Well, maybe. Are Royals over? Let me see.
Royals baseball.
Their season's almost over.
No, it's not over. It was only in the first inning when I was driving down.
3-0.
3-0. Yeah. Okay.
Bottom of the 4th. Well, I mean, their season's almost over. It's like, even if they win this game.
What shall we talk about? Should we talk
Chicago Bears, Ben Johnson, and how good
I was
they
just going to say that. I was just going to
talk.
Are you
about,
actually? I was just going to talk. Well, I mean, not so much the Bears, but I was going to talk about the NFL a little bit.
Okay.
You know, we can talk NFL. We got some good games coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, also, too, Ryder Cup. You watch any golf?
I do. It's not. I'm not like one of those people that's got to lock into it, but the best background noise you can ever have, especially on the weekends.
Well, I think this is going to be one heck of a Ryder Cup just for the fact that they're chirping. They are chirping. If there's,
I've missed this. Why are they chirping?
Rory McIlroy and Bryson DeChambeau have been going back and forth. So this could get a little heated.
What's the beef?
Oh, just they think that Bryson's using
a woman.
Using his YouTube channel too much and not promoting. Oh yeah, it
sounds like high school beef.
Oh, it's chippy.
This is gonna be good.
It's chippy. Yeah.
All right, this is good to know.
This could get very interesting this weekend. So I think it's going to be some must-watch TV. I mean, look at what you got this weekend though. You got NFL, college, Ryder Cup. I mean, it's a who's who of great events for sports this weekend, and that's not even touching on. You got Major League Baseball concluding its season. I saw Judge hit his 50th home run.
Unreal.
Was that four times now?
Can you imagine him on steroids? Oh my Lord. The numbers he would be breaking right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
That era just blew the mind. Like, you see certain people like Aaron Judge who like he's not because he has to get tested. But yeah. What's he hitting? Probably like 0.35, 34.
Oh yeah.
Unreal. All right, that was just a side tangent.
Then you got Packers Cowboys.
I don't know how I feel about that game. It's kind of a pick me up for both of them now.
But you got Micah Parsons, revenge game.
True, but both coming off a loss. One to the Browns and one to the Bears.
Yeah, but man, I'll tell you what, revenge game, Micah Parsons. I mean, every time he gets a sack, pointing up at Jerry Jones's booth. I mean, it's.
Did you see him in the last bit in that Bears game? I don't ever know what Jerry Jones is thinking up there.
I think anyone really does know.
Do you think he's really trying to win? No one cares. Like, or do you think he's just collecting the check?
Man, I think he's trying to win. You got to.
I don't. Sometimes I get the vibe of like,
but you got
for how much he opens up his locker room and just makes it Jerry's land.
But you look at his history, though. Like, I mean, Arkansas wins a national championship. I mean, he quit like his oil. He was an oil man, very successful oil man, and basically, just quit everything and put it all to the Dallas Cowboys.
That is true. Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I think he really does want to win. I
think you're right. I was stiff arming his original cause.
But I get it though too. But you also look at the stuff like they built the Star down there with their practice facility, where it's a huge hotel and it's a place they play high school football games there. Yep. I mean, they do it all at the Star. You look at Jerry World, and you look outside of Jerry World and all the stuff that they've created around it. So I mean, yes, you can see where he's collecting a check, but man, it's I don't know, it's interesting. But at the end of the day,
could be both. He just likes winning and money.
I mean, Pete would probably agree with me in a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's good for the NFL. Like, I mean, Al Davis, his final 25 years of being the Raiders owner was horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was good for the NFL. When he passed away, it was like, man, Al Davis was good for the NFL, but he didn't put, the best products on the field his last 20, 25 years. But
made a difference.
Yeah.
And that's always going to be Jerry's claim to fame is the NFL you love so much today wouldn't be even close if I didn't get involved and,
Did you watch
everyone.
The documentary?
Yeah, I got it eventually.
So good.
It took me way too long to watch it, but I had DP yelling at me about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I know you're right." Because every time he asked me, "Like, you watch it yet?" And I'd be like, "No." Every night I thought I would go.
I mean, it's good. It was fun to watch and just kind of remembering back to that time, but also seeing what he went with the NFL with Nike and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, he took the NFL to task on the whole Nike thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but yeah, I mean,
he had some gonads. Is what you find out.
He's going to be a guy, when that time comes when he passes away, you're going to be like, man, kind of miss Jerry Jones, miss that looking up there in the booth.
It's fun to talk about him. At the very least.
He's had a lot of work on his face, so you don't see much emotion anymore in it.
Kind of a statue.
Yeah, but yeah. So you got that game. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to pull up whatever.
The Packers. Speaking of Nike jerseys,
yeah,
Packers is the only one that doesn't have Nike. Their jerseys, their uniforms are still locally sourced.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if you look at, I may be able to pull it up so people can see on this, since we're streaming only. Be good.
Yeah. I did not know that.
You can just look at the collar. So Packers jerseys, they have it just goes all the way through. Every Nike jersey, which is everybody else right now, they all have the exact same collar. Packers stick out.
Really?
Very cool. I'll find out the Packers distributor so I can actually get the name for it.
That is interesting. You got Ravens Chiefs. I mean, one of these teams is coming out of this weekend 1-3. Would you have guessed that at the beginning of the season? I would not have guessed that.
It's Ripon. Sorry.
Okay.
Trying to get that right. I want to get that out. What was the game? Chiefs?
Ravens Chiefs. One of these teams is coming out 1-3 after this weekend. I would have never guessed that.
No.
I mean,
I could see it a little bit more with the Ravens schedule, but no, I would never anticipate it. The Chiefs, they're down bad. They did figure out some wide receiver. They did finally find a deep threat though last week. It felt like they were also playing the Giants.
So here's the deal with this game here.
Who's at home?
Chiefs are at home.
Okay,
but is this a home field advantage elimination game?
No,
you don't think?
Well, actually, I mean. For one of these teams to be
1-3. So does that eliminate one of these teams from having a chance of getting a first round bye? And
I think the Chiefs might be screwed because this division's looking a lot tougher.
And you're going to have Buffalo that it's rolling out the undefeated. So they're going to have basically they'll have a 2-game lead over whoever wins this weekend, a 3-game lead over. So you almost think that Buffalo.
It's a divisional. It's a knock you out of your own division game.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that one of those teams.
Who are you going with? I'm going, give me the Ravens.
Oh, gosh. I keep on my heart. I guess my head and my heart really don't even care much, both of these teams. But I keep on. I thought the Ravens, the way they looked against the Bills opening night, I was like, oh my goodness, these guys are a machine. And then what happened, I was like, how did the Bills do that? And then I'm looking at the Ravens last week again. I'm like, man,
is their defense good?
I thought they were, but I'm not sure now.
Feels like they're good, but don't execute lately.
I mean,
or something's going wrong.
Detroit, because who was their second loss to? Why am I? Oh no, this is their second loss. I'm sorry, they're 1-2. My bad.
Yeah, they're 1-2.
Sorry, listeners, not thinking. Yeah. So I'm thinking last week. I'm like, home game against the Lions, they take care of business, and then they don't. So I think now I'm gonna say Chiefs. I'm saying Patrick Mahomes somehow, some way gets it done.
Maybe.
But if they don't win, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, let's see. Look at the Chiefs. Chiefs are, I mean, to be fair, a Chargers game. Chargers are pretty good. Eagles are really good. You only lose that one by 3.
How did the Eagles end up winning last week? That's crazy. They
beat the Rams.
Yeah, Rams had that. They let up. They took their.
By the time we opened up with it, they're booing Nick Sirianni in that game.
Yeah, they took their foot.
Hold on, boys. We're not done yet. We're still
completely off the gas.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it that was bizarre was like the Rams just. We can all celebrate and clap for the Eagles, but like if you're the Rams, what are you doing? You got to close out some of those opportunities.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Like when you're up at a certain point, you can't. You just got to not mess up.
I see they got the double Monday night game this week. That 6:15 game. That's going to be one. This will be one of the most watched games in history of the NFL right there.
Is it, are you being sarcastic? Is it a toilet bowl game or what's
Jets
Dolphins? You are being sarcastic.
Yeah. That's going to be a little rough.
Well, we know one loser out there will be. His name is Jake Sorensen. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
He might not even watch that.
Yeah, that's man. And the Broncos got the Bengals, which you go into the season, you're looking at that game, you're like, man, this is going to be, Joe Burrow coming into Empower Field. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, Jake Browning. I'm like, okay.
Over here, throw it. I'm open. Yeah,
but this has got to be a get right game for Denver. I mean,
do they not just go get I don't know, go pick somebody else up? Is that really the best option they got right now?
Yeah.
That was, I mean, them beating the Packers. Congratulations, but
yeah,
I mean, or no, I'm mixing it up. Browning's on the Bengals, not the Browns.
Yeah, Bengals.
Okay.
Bengals, yep.
I was switching on my quarterbacks there. But even the Bengals, I'd go get somebody else, not Browning.
Yeah.
He's volatile.
Watch him just light up the Broncos on Monday night.
What would be more surprising, that or Daniel Jones continuing this MVP caliber season?
I'm going to say this, and I was telling this to a sports writer here in town who happens to be a New York Giants fan. I was impressed by Daniel Jones. I watched that game and I watched Justin Herbert, and I thought Daniel Jones worked over the Denver defense better than Justin Herbert did. Justin Herbert played well too, but Daniel Jones, I mean, Denver was
18 for 25, 228 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 picks.
And he was getting the ball out quick.
Jonathan Taylor, 17 carries, 102 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He's mobile. I really like. Man, I'll tell you what. Tyler Warren, I didn't give him the credit of what I thought how good of a player he is. When he was at Penn State, I was like, oh, he's decent, whatever. But yeah, he's going to be in the lineage of their, the Dallas Clarks of the world. He's going to be that good.
Yeah, and we took Colston Loveland.
But here's the one of all this stuff. Anthony Richardson. I mean, is he finished? I mean, what do you do? I mean, is it you?
See ya. I'm don't care.
I don't
That's
think
not my
you
problem.
can. I think you right now you've got to move on with Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson. I mean, you
feel bad for him, but I'm. There's a certain point where you let them go so they don't waste their career anymore.
Yeah.
Like go somewhere else, and take a shot. I'd have to look at the contract.
It's like, where do you go? I mean, you got Trey Lance who's sitting there. He had a good preseason. Trey Lance.
Think the Bengals would want him
sitting there wanting to play. Deshaun Watson. I mean, he's still with the Browns. He is still with the Browns on the sidelines.
I forgot about that.
I mean, he's got all that guaranteed money still remaining, but it's just crazy. You think of these quarterbacks that if you look back, Deshaun, I have to go back like 4 years, but Deshaun, I mean, he was the bright star of the NFL on the rise. And now you're like, well, maybe he'll play again for somebody. And then you're looking at, And Daniel Jones, if you'd asked me that last year, he was going into a place, he was like 4th string on the depth chart.
Yep.
And now look at him. Now he's Indiana Jones. So it's just, the NFL is a crazy, crazy world.
It really is Indiana Jones right now.
And then Pittsburgh. Like we talked about this at the beginning of the year, the way it sounds is that Aaron Rodgers is playing 1 year and done. So Pittsburgh's looking for a quarterback next year. What do you do there? Do you try and draft a guy, or is this somebody you try to pick up in the off? That's questions that they didn't really solve. I mean, yeah, they solved the quarterback scenario for this year, but for long term, I mean, they're just as up in the air as any other team.
I don't know, it feels so much like you just need the right system for these QBs.
Yeah.
Like, even if Jones stayed with the Giants, probably was never going to work, but he just goes to the Colts, and for some reason that team clicks for him.
Well, I think this inside, and I don't know why I can't get off my mind, but the Broncos, for instance, like, I love Bo Nix. I hope Bo Nix is the quarterback. I really do. I do. But when is there the time when you're having 3rd and longs all the time? Like, is there a time where you say, maybe we let Stidham give it a shot? Like, Stidham's preseason was flawless.
Is it a sophomore slump? Is it Bo Nix just not as good as you thought?
That's the thing. And it's like, you're not sure. Like,
I'm keeping him in the ball game.
I am too. I mean, that's my guy.
CJ Stroud
that's another
he's
guy.
going through it even worse.
Yeah.
Since the
I
whispering of him, like, kind of that status getting posted where he's kind of telling Caleb Williams, like, hey man, and Caleb Williams kind of like brushed him off, like, you ain't all that. And people thought that was crazy. Now you go look at the stats though. Crazy how bad he's been since then. And even Caleb Williams, he hasn't been phenomenal.
Well, that was my team. The Texans were my fun team to watch because I love watching CJ Stroud throw the ball. And it's like,
and he was fun last year.
And now he don't have, it's like the magic is gone a little bit. But it's stuff like that with quarterbacks these days. Like, is it a jinx? Or are they maybe not as good?
Did they lose their coordinator?
I mean, I look back at the Broncos last year, the first like 5 or 6 games of the year, Bo Nix was just there, then all of a sudden he caught fire. Yeah. So now I'm sitting here this year going, okay, was last year at the end of the year a fluke? Or is this one of those things that just takes him a little bit to get going and he's going to catch fire? I mean,
Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And now injury. But even Jordan Love. You were in love with him for 2 games. Then game 3, you can't do anything against the Browns. And now the Browns are a good defense, but still, if you're
I would have never thought Brock Purdy. I thought that was just like a 1-year wonder.
And once he started winning those playoff games, I was like, hold on. This guy is scaring me. And he wasn't just winning games, but he was, let me go on the road in the playoffs and put the game-winning drive down. Not just play the game, but I'm going to go get the game-winning drive. And I think they did that versus the Packers in that season. But, it just happens over and over and over again. There's still more quarterbacks. I know I'm blanking on, but, Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets. Now he's on the Steelers. Doesn't look bad anymore. Sometimes I think bad organizations just speak out for who they really are.
No, I agree. It's just wild. It's a wild world. Quarterbacks are like coaches. Like we talked earlier about coaches. 1 second they're hot, next second that there's nothing you can do. You can't even hire them because they've just lost their luster. Quarterbacks are the same way. Like Daniel Jones last year, no one really wanted to touch him.
No, people are making fun of him.
Now you're looking at him this year, you're like, wow. The Sam Darnolds of the world. Like 2 years ago, Sam Darnold, you'd be like, and then 2 years later, here's Sam Darnold. It's wild.
Well, who was the other quarterback that they tried for a little bit? Dobbs?
Oh, Josh Dobbs.
Yeah. People are shy. You're going to
they were talking.
They were shaving off eyebrows.
Yeah, he was the second coming there for a couple weeks.
People loved him.
Yeah.
And then he had like a couple bad games. And then I think what people forget is sometimes your coach is really good at just game planning.
Yeah.
And that's where you get, LaFleur, O'Connell.
Yep.
There's certain teams, even the Buccaneers right now, what they're doing, Baker Mayfield, it's
Baker magic.
Know how to scheme up. Andy Reid and Mahomes, like it's just gonna happen.
Yep, I concur.
All right. You got anything left to add there, Raff? We're only doing 2 segments because of course
we're done. We're wrapping this show up.
Yeah, unless you want to.
We roll.
Want to go all the way.
Well, I got. There's rumor tomorrow. I'm going to be back on the drive, so I will. I'm making my return at 9 a.m. in the morning. So
all right.
But yeah, I want to give a Raff's Good Takeout tonight.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I want to give a Raff's Good Takeout to the Godowski family. They've been friends of my family's for, probably 50 plus years. Both parents passed away, Ben and Mary. But what their kids have done, Ted Godowski, Randy Godowski, Sharon, don't know her as well. She's out of Colorado, but they have helped us get some Broncos tickets. Vicky Godowski. We lost Benny earlier this year. We had my aunt's funeral today, and Ted Godowski shows up at funeral for my dad's sister. That he never met my dad's sister, I don't think, a day in his life. But doing that for our family and what the Godowski family has meant to our family through the years. Godowski family, you guys are Raff's Good Take.
That is phenomenal. All right. Can't go wrong with that. Appreciate it as always, Chris Raff, especially hopping in pretty late notice there with, shout out Husker Volleyball. Getting it done in like an hour and 10 or 20 minutes or so. Thanks for visiting Michigan. See ya. You can go back home there. We're done with you.
Could you imagine being a Nebraska fan tonight, driving in from like Kearney or North Platte, rolling in 2 hours, 3 hours, and an hour and 20 minutes, and you're going back home?
I don't know.
Can I get my money back?
Hey, maybe you got enough time to hit the bars after. And then you can't drive 3 hours. That's a tough one. I don't know what you want in that situation. Nonetheless, though, that is it for us. Appreciate you guys listening as always. They'll be back at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, early break.